Alert: if about 8 billion people knew the truth about the next cosmic event that could devastate human civilization, they would all stop working, causing an almost instantaneous collapse of the entire global infrastructure of manufacturing, transportation, production and distribution of energy, food, governments, military and so on, with absolute chaos ensuing. Subscribe to the channel. The world elite, they are buying and stocking all sorts of supplies like food, electronics, firearms, ammunition, communication equipment, etc., and they need the masses to keep working until the end to keep producing needed goods. Otherwise, they cannot acquire more supplies for themselves, even if these globalists are now hiding out on remote islands, moving into underground tunnel city systems, or planning to be off-planet when it's all over. The imminence of NIBIRU's approach accelerated the agenda of the ruler of this world. Gravitational effects alone, former Navy scientists have warned, will cause cataclysmic changes on Earth consisting of unprecedented earthquakes, volcanoes, and even a sharp pole shift that will supposedly reorient the planet's physical polar axis, not just the magnetic poles, thus changing the equator and unleashing unimaginable tsunamis from the oceans that will inundate and devastate all coastal areas on all continents. The stings, the current disease and the wars ahead are nothing more than a pretext to slaughter the human population before people discover what is about to happen. You can be sure that the governments of the world will keep this secret from the public to keep society running until the last day before the final cataclysm arrives. On that day, global winds will be sustained at over 300 kilometers for a full day, destroying almost all man-made structures that are above ground. Only conditions are firm and structures above ground have chances to survive winds and earthquakes. After the challenge of surviving the winds of human recovery, its already complete infrastructure of civilization that there will be no farms, transport power grids, electric power grid, transport power, electric power, etc. There may be people with great capacity to increase the recording capacity of the entire planet and spread over the recording capacity of the entire planet. NIBIRU is a cosmic traveler with an unshakable mission for a natural order on this planet. She will do the greatest cleansing ever witnessed by humanity, far worse than the universal flood. NIBIRU, planet, very similar to what went through the 1 plagues of Egypt, more multiplied by 100. Earth has entered the point of no return. Of the vast magnetic arsenal of suspicious Nibis, suspects, volcanoes, floods, without the fire and floods that are sending from the Oort cloud that is sending from the Oort cloud that is sending from the Oort cloud, maybe it's the worst. Asteroids, meteors, will incinerate our atmosphere in such a way that the dominant color of the skies will be blood red. Everything they don't want to tell you is here and for free. NIBIRU is a cosmic ember. In fact, this passage is different from others. When he eliminated the Nephilims, in the Great Flood, his positioning in relation to the Sun's orbit with the Earth will make the difference in making his power more lethal. NIBIRU's current orbital inclination is about 33 degrees relative to the solar ecliptic, i.e. 33 degrees relative to the Sun's axis. When NIBIRU crosses our solar system in retrograde motion, opposite direction in relation to the other planets, it will generate gigantic and generalized electromagnetic disturbances that will affect nearby celestial bodies. From November until 2023 there will be massive UFO sightings as the events will be unbearable from now on. Currently, NIBIRU is going to perform the perihelion, closest orbit to the Sun, that is, it is preparing to perform its escape curve, or its exit contour towards outer space. At that moment they will have already cut the world internet. The Schumann resonance is a set of spectrum peaks in the ELF, extremely low frequency band, of the terrestrial electromagnetic field spectrum, formed by the Earth's surface and the lower layers of the ionosphere. Electromagnetic radiation caused by electrical storms are sources of ELF oscillations. In this it is completely altered, so the growth of tensions and conflicts in the world and the general increase of deviant behavior in people, among others. Now even the massive melting of the Arctic and Antarctica is releasing the methane gas and hydrofluorocarbons released into the atmosphere. Pandora's box is set for the next 7 years until 2029. The survivors after 2029 will be the blessed ones for a new human society. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications, to receive new videos.